Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name's Betsy and this is my obsession. I love makeup and all things beauty. Even I've really been getting into skincare and everything now too. But in today's video I'm really excited. I have the Colourpop Orchid You Not collection. So I got chosen and I won the Twitter giveaway that they were doing on their Colourpop's Twitter. I was one of the winners of the whole collection of the Orchid You Not, which, I mean, I about died. I thought it was a scam at first. When I got the message in my inbox on Twitter, I was like, is this real? But it was real. So they sent me the whole collection. They even, it's the PR box that they sent you, because it even has like the little Orchid You Not postcard here. I might have to save this because this is the first time I've ever won the giveaway that I've put in for. I always put in for their giveaways on every single collection. Never won one until now. But it does have like all the info on the back of the card about all the stuff in the collection. And I do realize that the collection is old news now, but I thought I would still showcase it because I was like, oh my gosh, I won a giveaway. I never win any of Colourpop's giveaways. So let's start out with, I'm gonna pull out the blushes in the collection because there are two different pressed powder blushes in the collection. One is in the shade Just My Pluck. The packaging is just so gorgeous of this collection. Colourpop just does packaging so well, in my opinion. So here is Just My Pluck. And it is a beautiful, like, mauve toned purple berry blush. I don't know. It's beautiful. I love it. I don't have anything that's quite like this color in my collection either, so it's very exciting to get it. The next one is called Potted. It's in the same beautiful packaging. And here's what Potted looks like. It's a beautiful deep berry tone blush. This would be really gorgeous on deeper skin tones. This would look really good on deeper skin tones. I love that they included like a lighter one and like a blush for deeper skin tones. I like that they're starting to include people of deeper skin tones in their collections now. They should have been doing it sooner, but still, I'm glad they did it. So I got two of my rougher brushes here that I like to use for blush. I'm going to do one on each side, and then I'll probably even it out by putting Potted on the other side. But I just want y'all to see like how the application is and everything of the blush. So I think on my right side here, I'm going to put the Just My Pluck blush. And y'all know that I've been really getting into like blush draping and stuff. So I've been putting it like further back, like in the blush draping portion. Well, I like this. This is like a purpley pink blush. Wow. Well, I really like that. This will go good with any purpley looks you do. You do purple looks and you're like lost as to what type of blush to pair with your purpley looks. This is definitely the blush to pair with it. And this is perfect for fair to light skin tones. Well, I really like that. Do y'all see? Oh, it's so pretty. I love purple though. This is a purple lover coming at you right now with this. So I really like that. Okay, we're gonna go on the other side with the Potted blush. And I am gonna go lighter handed with this because I know it's gonna be deeper. And I have a, ooh, and I didn't go light enough. I have a lighter complexion, so I thought I should have probably tapped off my brush. I did not. But that is a very gorgeous blush. You can definitely see that blush. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go over it with the Just My Luck blush on this side. To see if we can turn it down a little bit. So we're going with the Just My Pluck, and I'm going to go over top of it. And we could also use your beauty blender. Whatever you were using to do your foundation, you could also do that over top, and it can help blend it into the skin and tone it down some too if you over blush yourself. I'm probably going to add a little bit of that to the other side of my face just so I can match my face. That definitely toned it down a lot. I add a little bit of plot it to the other side of my face. I ain't even taking any more on the brush. I'm just taking the brush that I used for plot it and just brushing over top of it. Maybe just a little bit more. This is a blush heavy look today. I'm gonna go over top of that too with my beauty blender. Since I did it on the other side, I'm gonna do it on this side too, just to blend it into the skin. I think that looks gorgeous. I love these blushes. Definitely have to go in with a lighter hand with the other one. But I love the tones of these blushes. I don't have any tones like this in my collection. So I'm really excited to add these blushes to my collection. Next we're going to go in with the Soul Body Shimmering Body Powder. Which looks like this. Same gorgeous packaging. The only thing is when they sent this to me, they sent me one that's broken. So it doesn't like close all the way. But here's what it looks like. So I'm going to use this as my highlight today. I think it looks gorgeous. It might be a little bit deep for me, but I think it'll look okay on top of the blush. I'll try to do it kind of on top of the blush to make it look more like a glowy blush look. That way it'll just be like it's matching my blush. You know, add a little bit of glow on top of my blush. So I don't want it to be... I really like it. I think on top of blush it looks okay. Probably I couldn't wear this unless I was wearing this blush, because I have such fair skin tones that this probably would be a little bit dark on me, but it is gorgeous. And it smells like their Soul Body stuff, so it smells tropical. I really like it, but I do think it's definitely more for medium to deep skin tones. This highlighter would look good on, but I still like it. It looks good. Gives a nice glow, especially over my blush. Looks really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and do the palette next, the Orchid You Not palette. I love Colourpop and all their puns. Here is the Orchid You Not palette. I just love the berry tones that are going on in this palette. Is deep berry tones. They're very much playing off of what's on trend for the fall, because I feel like this fall it's been more about the deeper berry tones. So I think they did very well in playing off on that trend. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes real quick, and then we'll get in with an eye look with this. I think I first want to go into this shade Rebloom, which is the lightest shade in the palette. I'm going to go in with that one and use that as like my transition shade. This is definitely going to be a deeper, sultry fall look. Ooh, I really like this color. I'm doing the same thing I do with all my deeper shadows. I just do like one little dunk into the pan and then build them up, because sometimes with darker shadows, if you go in with too much pigment at a time, it can make them harder to blend out. They'll just stick in one spot and it takes you forever to blend them out. So I'm trying to just go in with a lighter hand. That way I don't have any issues. So far this shade is blending beautifully. I'm not having any issues with no patchiness. at all. I think next I'm going to go into Moth. It looks just a little bit deeper than the first shade I used. Just taking that more precisely in my crease. I'm not noticing too much of a difference between this shade and the last shade, honestly. Maybe a little bit deeper. I'm gonna go into one more shade for my crease because this is probably deepening up a little bit, but not too much. It deepened up a little bit more, but it's not like crazy deep. I think I'm going to use the same brush. This is my Refer 14. I'm going to go into this shade ADA. I'm going to put this one in my crease too because the other one doesn't look too much deeper. It's a little bit deeper than the last shade I used, but it's not like that much deeper, and I want something that really defines my crease. ADA is really deepening up my crease, really defining it. That's what I was looking for. My eyes are like watering like crazy. Who else has allergies? My left eye waters like crazy. So far, I like it. That definitely did define my crease a lot more than the last shade I used. This is going to be pretty much a monochromatic look. As you could tell, it's like a monochromatic berry palette. And I think from my outer corner, I'm going to go in with the deepest shade in the palette. And this is the Nah-huh. Looks like it says Nah-huh right there on the top. I'm going to go in with that shade and put it on my outer corner. It is the deepest shade in the palette. That is gorgeous. I really like it. It's really deepened up my outer corner. Look at how deep my outer corner looks. It looks so good. I'm loving that. I think I'm going to go under my eyes. I'm going to go first with that deepest shade and just stick it on the outer third of my eye. And just cleaned off my smudger brush from Refer. I'm going to go into that Rebloom shade, the first shade I used on my eye. I'm going to put it in the inner part of my eye, and then I'm going to use it to kind of blend out and smoke out the outer corner. Take my color switch and clean off my brush, and I'm just going to use my blending brush to like kind of smoke it out a little bit. I like a smoky under eye. And if you have any like fine lines or whatever under your under eyes, if you just smoke it out, it covers that up. Okay, time for some glitter glue. We're gonna go into the shimmer. I still don't know what shimmer I'm using yet, but it might be a deeper one. We'll see. We shall see. I'm gonna switch it up today. I'm gonna use my Refer. This is my Refer 28, which is just like a little flat brush, just so I can be more precise with my glitter glue application. Just putting a little dollop there. I think I'm gonna go with OMG. Even though of all purpose looks really pretty too, but I'm gonna go with OMG, which is OMG is a shade in the middle. I think I'm gonna stick that all over my lid. It just looks really like glittery and like glitzy in the palette, and I want something that's, I'm getting some fallout from that shade, but that's to be expected. I'm going to flip it over to the other side of the brush, and I'm going to go into this deeper shade, which is Seedling, and I'm going to put that just in the outer portion to connect it with the deeper shade that we got going on, just so there's like a easier transition. I think that looks really pretty. I'm gonna go and do the same thing on my other eye, and then we'll do the inner corner. I'm loving this look so far. Let's go in now and do our inner corner. Let's see. My little rougher, the teeny tiniest pencil brush you'll ever see. This is the rougher number 3. Perfect for your inner corner if you have a hard time getting in there. This is the best brush for it. And I'm going to go into Pretty One. It's the lightest shade, and do that in my inner corner. I might tap a little bit over that with my finger over the center of my lid, just to add a little bit extra dimension. But let's start with putting it in our inner corner first. Oh, this is a gorgeous shade. Oh my gosh, it's very bright too. Well, I like that a lot. That's so cute. Okay. I do like, these are like my type of colors. So, I'm going to go into that shade with my finger. And I'm just going to take and put it like in the center. Just to add like a little something extra. So like, my eye needs a little something extra. So, and I think that really added that little something extra I needed. Oh yeah, I really like that. Okay. And if you thought this was the end of the collection, it is not. Of course, there's lippies, and I think there's even eye sticks in here. Let me pull those out. So I'm going to show you the, these are the, doesn't say on here. Oh, these are the color sticks. This is perfect your look with new shades of our creamy color sticks in Mauve, Orchid, and Deep Plum. Instantly apply creamy, high impact, and long wearing color in one swipe with these multitasking eyeshadow sticks. So these are their eyeshadow. These are their eyeshadow sticks. This one is pressed. I'm gonna open them up. I'll probably use one of these in my waterline. I've used them in my waterline before and they've done pretty good. They're just like little sticks like this. Here's the shade. I'll do a swatch. How's that? I'll swatch these for you. So this one is pressed, and it is a metallic shade. Looks really pretty. Next we're gonna go into Venus Slipper, which is metallic. I wonder if all these are metallic. This one is also metallic. So right next to it is a Venus Slipper. You have a Venus Slipper right there. It's definitely more of a, maybe a mauve tone, I don't know. The last one is You Grow Girl. This one looks really deep. You Grow Girl. So here is You Grow Girl. That looks like a matte one. Where the other two are metallics, this one's more matte. I think I might try sticking the You Grow Girl in my waterline since it's a matte one. Seeing how it does. It's kind of crumbly. Hopefully it works in my waterline. And so I'll put that in my waterline. Let's go on with the lippy sticks now. It says swipe on beautiful wine, boysenberry, and muted orchid shades from this bouquet of new lippy sticks. Our lightweight moisturizing lipstick that melts into lips for a soft focused finish. So I don't think these are the matte lippy sticks, which kind of makes me sad because when you have deeper colors you want it to be matte unless you have a lip liner. I don't have any lip liners that are deep shades like this. This first one I pulled out is called Dancing Lady. They do feel creamy on the hand. No smell to them. So this is Dancing Lady. The next one I have here is Orchids. This one looks even darker. I'll probably go with the neutral shade today. Whichever one's as neutral as you can be. This one is Orchid. Sorry. Orchid is right here. It's a really deep berry tone. And the last one is Heavy Petal. This one looks like the lightest shade out of all of them. I'll probably go with this one on my lips today. Just because I'm going to be eating and all of that after this, my lunch. So I don't want to get lipstick all over my face. And especially since these aren't the matte ones. This one's still going to be, oh, this is like my favorite, my perfect mauve tone shade. This is definitely the one I'm putting on my lips. So this is Heavy Petal. Heavy Petal is the last one there. No, on here it does say matte. Wait a second. Oh yeah. Oh, they say they're mattes. Heavy Petal's a matte. Orchid is a matte. The Dancing Lady, this first shade here, the Dancing Lady, it says it's a matte X. So these are matte liquid lipsticks. Oh, okay. So I'm just like, which one do I want to go in with now? Should I go in with the darkest shade? I think I'm going to go with the darkest shade since it's a matte. Let's see how the darkest shade does. See if it's patchy or not. That's like the best shade to test. Especially since it's matte. It's going to have time to dry before I eat. So we'll see how well it stays on the lips. I just broke the tip off. That's nice. Now I'm wishing I had some liner because the tip totally broke off of me when I was applying this. I don't know if I was pressing too hard or what, but the whole tip fell off. So that's kind of a bummer. I probably won't use this too much more unless I use like a lip brush, which I do have a lip brush. It's not perfect, but it'll do. So I finally got my lip on. Wish I had like, I'm gonna have to look for some deep berry lip liners so I can use, because I think for deeper shades you really do need lip liners. But it definitely feels matte. I'm gonna zoom you in. Hello, I'm nice and close now. I wanted to zoom you in so I could just give you a closer look at my completed look. So here I am. I love my eyes, the way the eyes turned out. Really pretty. I don't know if the lipstick is definitely a great fall shade, but I hate that it broke. Maybe my lips were just a little too dry because I forgot to stick. I stick when I go in for the matte liquid lipstick, I'll stick my lip mask on before doing that. So normally I'll stick in this lip mask before doing that, and I didn't this time. So I probably should have did that, and it probably would have helped it glide onto the lips better. But what do y'all think? Do you like this collection? What do you think about my look? I have a feeling this is probably gonna stain my eyeballs. I have a feeling this might stain my eyes. I didn't look to see if there was pressed pigments. Let me see. Oh yeah, there is shades in here not intended for use in the immediate eye area. The shade is AOA, Buddies, Rebloom, and Nuh-uh. I think that's all the mattes. So Rebloom here is not intended for use around the eyes, so it must be a pressed pigment. So is Nuh-uh, it's a pressed pigment too, and so is Buddies. This shade right here is also a pressed pigment, which just means it can cause staining in your eye area. Your eyes might look a little pink afterwards. It's okay. I'm gonna zoom you back out. So you have to let me know down below if y'all ever picked up any of this collection. I'm sure it's probably still all available on their website. But I guess I'll start with the the lippy sticks. I like their lippy sticks. It made me sad that that one broke, but it could just be because I didn't properly moisturize my lips before going in with the matte lipstick. So that might be why I was just tugging a little too much at my lips. But I should have thought to moisturize my lips beforehand. But I do find that unless they've done something different with the formula, their lippy sticks do go bad fast. And you can tell because they change colors. It looks like mold. They look really disgusting when they go bad. That's the only thing I don't like about the lippy sticks, is they do go bad fast if you don't use them. So I know a lot of people really like them. I'm not the biggest fan just because of that reason. The eye sticks, I'll never really use these all over my lid, but I do like using them in my waterline. They do stick pretty good in the waterline. They don't stick as good as their cream gel liners. But I'm not one to take a stick and just run it all over my eyes for a one shadow look. I would really reach into my Super Shock shadows to do a one and done look. I would not use sticks for it. I'm just not a shadow stick person, but I will use these in my waterline, and they do work good. Just not, they don't stay quite as long as the cream gel liners that Colourpop has. The highlight, I love the highlight. Absolutely love the color. The color is freaking gorgeous. I looked at this and I was like, oh, I love it. It is really gorgeous. I think it's more for deeper skin tones, medium to deep skin tones. It's not really made for my fair skin tone, but I think it looks good on me today with this look. I could definitely wear this when I'm pairing it with the blushes. When I'm pairing it with the blushes, it doesn't look bad. It just looks like a glowy blush on me, kind of. So I could probably maybe use this on its own as a glowy blush. I have to try that sometime to see how that works. But I really do like the Soul Body highlights. I just use them on my face. I never put those on my body. I'm not a body highlight type of person. It's just not me. The two blushes, these blushes are very gorgeous. I loved both of them just as equally. Really gorgeous. I do have to go in with a lighter hand with this one because this one is very pigmented. This potted blush. So if you're fair skinned like me, you definitely want to just do one tiny tap in there and then tap off your brush the excess that comes up, because ooh, it's that pigmented, but it would make great for deeper skin tones. So if you're somebody of a darker complexion, this is going to look so gorgeous on you. I think it's just going to look gorgeous on deeper skin tones. And this one looks so beautiful on fair to light skin tones. It's just a beautiful mauve purple berry blush. Y'all know I love my purpley mauve tones. So I finally have a blush that's a mauve blush. So I'm like so freaking excited. I don't have anything like this in my collection. So definitely loved it. I'm so happy I have these blushes. Because the main things I wanted out of this collection was the blushes, the highlight, and then the palette. But I never picked it up. And good thing I didn't since I won the giveaway. The palette, oh my gosh, this palette, gorgeous, gorgeous. It created a very beautiful, beautiful look. I'm in shock. I think the formula on this is so freaking good. I didn't have any issues with blending, with patchiness, even with using the deepest shade in the palette. It went on so good, blended out so beautifully. I love this palette. It is kind of a monochromatic palette, but if I really want a deeper berry tone look, then I'm definitely going to reach for this palette. So I definitely have to say my favorites out of the collection that I definitely would recommend. I would recommend this palette if you want those deeper berry looks that are very in right now for the fall time. Definitely this palette's gonna get you that, and it's gonna be gorgeous, especially the shimmers. I know most people don't really like Colourpop shimmers, but the ones in this palette are gorgeous. You can just see like the little piecey glitters in it, and it just looks so beautiful. Just looks so dimensional on your eyes. I don't know. I think they really hit it out of the park with this 9 p.m. one. I really love it. So I definitely think my picks out of the collection, if you want anything but you don't want to get it all, I would definitely get the palette, one of the blushes based on whatever skin tone that you have. If you have a deeper skin tone, get the potted blush. It's going to look so freaking amazing on you. If you have medium to light or fair to light skin tones, just my pluck, is going to look really gorgeous on you. And definitely the Soul Body highlight. I don't have any highlight that looks anything like this in my collection, so I definitely think this is worth picking up. Very unique, great for highlighting in the fall. You could probably use this if you have a fair to light skin tone. You can probably use this as like a glowy blush and just use a bigger brush to blend it out. I'm gonna have to try that sometime just to see how it works on me. Probably could use it as a blush topper too. Just take your fluffy brush and just go over your matte blush with this and make it glowy. It would probably be really pretty. But that's all I have for you today. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a rundown of what else is on my face, just because I'm sure you want to know. My primer today I used for my priming lotion, the Juno Co. Moonshine Miracle Cream. I'm kind of been using that some just because it's been in my collection for a little bit longer. So I do want to get some use out of it, and because it's starting to get into winter time. And I love the e.l.f. Hydro Gel Moisturizer, but it's more of a lightweight moisturizer, not like a thicker moisturizer. When it starts getting cooler, my skin gets drier and I need a thicker moisturizer. I really like this Juno Co. one. It's really thick. I'm wondering if it's kind of like the Bobbi Brown face base, because I know people talk about that being like super thick too. So maybe this is kind of like that. I don't know. I know at one point people were going crazy over this stuff, but I have that as my like priming moisturizing primer. And then I just topped over with my Glossy Future Dew. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out of this, because I love it so much. I need to find a drugstore dupe for this. What I need to do. My foundation is just my Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation, and I have mine's in the shade Light 33C. I like this foundation. I don't think it's hydrating. When I put it on my skin, it's matte. This is a matte foundation for me, and I have dry skin, so it doesn't feel hydrating to me. So I don't know why it's called hydrating, but I do really like it. It looks good on my skin. When I moisturize, when I use my Glossy Future Dew, it looks good on my skin. If I use anything else, it doesn't. Like, I've tried it with my e.l.f. Putty Primer, and it doesn't look good. This it looks kind of cakey on my skin and dry on my skin with just the e.l.f. Putty Primer, but I have to use more moisturizer to go in with this foundation, because it tends to be a little bit more matte on me, even though it says it's hydrating. My concealer is just my usual e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I have the hydrating one and the regular one. Just trying to use those up. And the bronzer my setting powder, I just used my e.l.f. Under Eye Setting Powder in Sheer. This was a free gift a while ago. I'm just trying to use it up. And set the rest of my face with my usual Too Faced Peach Perfect mattifying loose setting powder. I use that on the rest of my face. A lot of this stuff is just older stuff in my collection that I'm trying to use up. And my bronzer today, of course, because I was doing a Colourpop collection, I had to pull out my Colourpop Coconut Beach bronzer. Just looks like this. It's a great bronzer for me, fair to light skin tones. It just looks really good on the skin. Perfect for my type of complexion. And I did spray my face with my e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. I've just been using this after applying foundation and powders and stuff, just to kind of like melt everything into my face. Oh, I forgot to put mascara on. Let me put mascara on, and then I'll be back to give you my outro. I'll show you my look with mascara. Hey, I'm back. I have my mascara on now. I don't know why I keep forgetting my mascara. It looks so much better with mascara. Here it is with mascara. It looks a lot better with mascara on. But so far I just love this look. It's just my colors, you know, purples, mauves, berries, pinks. They're my colors. I'm absolutely in love with the look I created, and I really like the blushes, the highlight, and the palette. Those will probably be what gets the most use out of from me. Anyways, so that's my video today. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the Orchid You Not collection. You'll have to let me know down in the description box, in the comment section. You have to let me know if y'all picked up anything from this collection or not, and what are your thoughts on this collection? Did you pass on it? Did you want it but you didn't get it? I'm so interested to know what your all's thoughts are on this collection. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up down below. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm if you give a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. And next to the subscribe button is the bell. You can ring that. That way you'll be notified of all my future uploads. And I hope you guys have a great day, night, weekend, whenever it is you're watching this. And I hope I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.